I called myself a slut for lip balm. I have committed. Hey guys, it's Caitlin and welcome back to my channel. So today's video, which the title always tells you what it is, but I'll tell you anyway, we are doing a November favorites video. Isn't it annoying that when I move you can see like just a couple Polaroids popping out? I hope that's not too annoying. It's just the best place for me to sit. The main reason I'm sitting here, I had to get the camera in the perfect spot that my giant mirror wouldn't expose me. My room looks like a bomb has hit it, besides this little corner, because one thing I did in November, which I'll talk a bit about in a minute, is I went to Japan for 2 weeks. And I only got back, well, basically yesterday, because it was like, I got home like 12:30 in the morning, so technically it was yesterday, even though my flight landed the day before. I got home at about 12:30 in the morning. So I've got stuff everywhere. I did some serious shopping. Don't worry, there will be a haul. So this was the best place for me to film so you don't see how feral I am. Anywho, that's all boring. I mean, I just said I went to Japan and I'm talking about the positioning of my camera and where I'm sitting. Oof. And I went with my whole family, like mum, dad, brother, and then my boyfriend Ryan. He came along too. I didn't vlog it just because, I don't know, family holiday. I didn't really want to vlog it, so I apologize. But I do have an Instagram story highlight, which you can have a look at if you want, at booitscaitlin. And of course I posted a bunch of pictures as well. And like I said, I will do a Japan haul too. So there will be Japan content 100%. But yes, November has been a bit crazy for me, because not only did I go to Japan, just in a couple of hours I'm actually going to Ballarat to go to Spilt Milk, which is a one-day music festival. So it's been crazy. I'm normally a homebody who like leaves the house 3 times a month to do something social. Maybe. That's probably a stretch. And yet I went to another country and then I'm going away for the weekend. I feel like I've rambled for quite a while now and I haven't even gotten into the favorite items, but I just wanted to like do that disclaimer, let you know what I've been up to. Maybe we'll chat a bit more about it at the end of the video. But you probably want to see the actual things that I really enjoyed in November. So I will start with makeup. First up is this Kylie Cosmetics blush. I kind of bought it on a whim. I hadn't tried any of her powder products before, and I have the shade Crush, which that's the back of it. I love this blush. I took it away with me and it was so pretty. Probably a bit of a risky move taking a blush I hadn't really used before away with me on holiday, but YOLO, as the teens say. Do the teens still say YOLO? Back on topic, this here is the blush. It's a really sort of peachy, would you say it's coral? Peachy, corally-ish, cute, very nice blush. Is it matte? Are you matte? But yes, it's this color. Very nice. It is what is on my face today, if you can see. But yeah, just this kind of nice peachy flush. You can definitely build it up, and you can also have it very light, like the lightest touch with it. So it's really nice. It's very, very buildable, and it's just such a stunning color. So this has definitely been one of my top makeup favorites. And the next one is another Kylie Cosmetics product, and this is a lip liner. I love her lip liners. I have, I think, 3 of them. This one is Coco K. I've worn it down a little bit. That is it there, and it is the color that I have on my lips today. I have put a gloss over it if you're curious. It is the Colourpop So Juicy. I just put a completely clear one on so I wouldn't mess up the color. For me, it's like a perfect nude. I'm in love with it. I use it with everything. I use it on its own. I've used it with a variety of lipsticks because it's such like a neutral color that it doesn't really matter. It's just more to line the lips. And I also really like the formula of this one. It's really creamy. I feel like they stay on for quite a while, so I definitely want to buy more Kylie lip liners, and I really recommend checking them out. More on topics of lips, I want to talk about my favorite lip balm. This is Lanolips 101 Ointment Multi-Purpose Super Balm. So it says it's multi-purpose. I mainly just use it on my lips. I did actually use it on my nose. Sounds odd. I got sick my last 2 days of Japan, okay? You know when you have a cold and you blow and you blow and your nose gets so red and the skin starts to almost peel because of all the tissues? Well, not almost peel, it did peel. And I put this on, I took it with me on the plane and applied it, I think just like once or twice on the plane, and my nose felt so much better. It's actually soft. I have a softer nose. You're welcome for that information. So the summary of all that is it is multi-purpose. I only used it on my lips before then, but now I can vouch that it works for other stuff too. But as a lip balm, in love. In love. I apply this every night and a little bit in the morning, and my lips have not been chapped. They have not even been dry since I started using this every day. It's in my routine. We are in love. I think my search for the perfect lip balm is over. If you saw my last favorites video, I called myself a slut for lip balm. I have committed. It's me and Lano Lips, okay? Monogamous, married, in love, committed for life. I went off about that for way too long. So let's move on to the next product, which is this NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. And I have Mont Blanc, is that how you say it? Mont Blanc, I feel like it would be Mont Blanc, which is light 2. But oh my god, this foundation, I liked it, but I always kind of kept it for special occasions because I just reached for like a tinted moisturizer or a more lightweight foundation. But I took this with me on holiday and I took my tinted moisturizer. And I thought, you know, if we go out at night or I want to do a bit more on my face, I have like, you know, a going out foundation. But I ended up discovering that it's actually just really good for everyday use. It's what I've got on my face right now. And the reason I love it for everyday use is its wear time is amazing. I ended up wearing it every day. I didn't even touch my tinted moisturizer because that does fade a little bit faster as it is a tinted moisturizer. This guy though, it lasted all day. There were days where we would get up and I would be putting on my face at like 7 o'clock in the morning and then would come home at like 5, 6, and this guy was still going strong. Maybe a tiny bit of fading around the nose, but if I took just a touch-up powder, I would have been fine. That's what you want, especially when you want to go away. You don't want to worry about stopping and touching up, but you also don't want to look like trash in your holiday pics, right? You get me? I'm so glad I ended up deciding to throw this in because it just did such a good job for me. And I really love the finish of it. It's definitely, I would say, like radiant for sure. I feel pretty radiant at the moment. Do you guys agree? Yes? No? Am I weird? Yes, definitely. And with its coverage, I reckon you could go like light medium, you know, not, I wouldn't say light, but like light medium, all the way up to full coverage depending on how much you put on. The only thing with this is even for like a lighter look, you do need a few pumps, but the pumps that come out are really tiny, so that's probably why. Unless my tube is clogged. I don't know. Could my tube be clogged? But other than that, it is amazing. And if you want something that lasts and isn't like matte stuck on your face, some people can pull off the matte look. I looked dried out and sad. This is what you want. So I cannot recommend this enough. If you're in the hunt for a new foundation, I highly recommend giving it a go. So next we'll talk about shoes, and they are these Reebok shoes. You can see they're a bit creamy off-white. I don't know how creamy it looks on the camera, but it's definitely like a creamy shoe. And I'm emphasizing that because that was important to me when buying these shoes. These are the Club C85s. Instead of getting the ones that have the green on them, I went for the pale blue just because I wanted something a bit more subtle. But yes, I really wanted a creamy pair because I have a fair few pairs of white sneakers, but they're all a really bright, fresh white. And I just felt like, you know, if I want to wear a light sneaker but my outfit's really warm toned, I don't want a fresh, like icy, in your face white. I want something creamier and more neutral. So that's where these guys came in. And I love them. I got mine off Urban Outfitters because they were so hard to find. FYI, Australians, it's free shipping over $50, which these are definitely over $50. I've seen them on ASOS, but they're all like sold out, which really sucks. But I'm so happy with them. These ended up being my most worn shoe in Japan, which kind of surprised me. But that's because they are just so comfortable. They're so soft on the inside. And I actually had a few times where I went out and then my sock would start slipping because somehow I took all my terrible socks with me to Japan and left all the good ones at home. But I barely noticed it in these shoes because the inside was so soft. I mean, I 100% believe you should be wearing socks with your sneakers. Don't even at me on that one. Wear your socks, okay? But when they slipped, I still managed to survive. That's how comfortable they were. So these definitely were my faves over the whole trip. And then the next item is an item of clothing. It's also kind of creamy, but a bit more, you'll see. Okay. It's basically this big jacket, which I bought in Japan. So it's this creamy light beige, sort of like real creamy sort of jacket. So it's one of those big fluffy ones. Zip up, and then it's got this here which opens. It's a little actual pocket there, and it's got a hood, which was a lifesaver because I didn't pack a beanie or anything. And what's also great about it is it's reversible, so you can have the fluffy on the outside, or if it's raining I would normally flip it around and have this on the outside, and then I'll be extra fluffy on the inside. Let me just do that for you so you can see. That's how it looks the other way. It doesn't have a pocket on this side. Both sides do have your regular pockets down here, but not one up there. And I'll put up some pictures on the screen of me wearing it because I wore it quite a lot while I was over there. So I basically got 2 jackets in one. So I got this from Wego in Japan. So I have no idea about getting it if you don't live in Japan. It was actually a really good store. I spent a lot of money in Wego. But I love this jacket. I love the color of it. It's really nice. Obviously goes with a lot of things because it's quite neutral. I love the reversible element of it. And it is so warm. I just love it, and I had to mention it because it was a lifesaver for me. Probably won't be wearing it much anytime soon because we're going into summer here in Australia, although this upcoming week is meant to be like 17-18 degrees, so who knows. But love this jacket. I just had to mention it. And another thing I actually bought in Japan I wanted to mention is this bum bag, fanny pack, whatever you want to call it. I can't remember the store that I got it from right now. Maybe I'll know it by the time I do my Japan haul. If I find it out, I'll pop it on the screen or write it down below. But basically I needed one because I have a lot of problems with my left shoulder. Even with a very tiny light bag on, my left shoulder hurts. Even if I'm carrying it on my right shoulder, my left shoulder hurts. After like carrying my suitcase and then my carry-on backpack, my shoulders were screwed. So I went in and got this. I did wear it actually around my waist. I didn't wear it like this, which is like, you know, the on-trend way, but it was a lifesaver. I honestly reckon it's so good for traveling because if you do have days where you get sore, you can wear it down there. If you don't want to, you can mix it up, wear it up. And what I love is this one has a back pocket that this would obviously be pressed up right against me. So this is where I kept like passports and rail passes and everything super important. You've got your big pocket, which could fit so much stuff. That's it empty now, but I was able to fit my G7X, which is just your standard sort of digital camera, a disposable camera, my wallet, a portable charger, a packet of tissues. Like, you could fit a lot. And then you've got a front pocket, which, oh, okay, I left stuff in. I left my little fringe comb and my lip gloss. So it was super handy because I had like 3 pockets all organized. I could carry so much stuff and it took the pressure all off my shoulder. Thank you, little bum bag. I appreciated your service. But anyway, moving on. That's all the actual items I wanted to show you. Just want to talk a little bit about a YouTuber, a show, and some music. So my first favorite in the kind of entertainment, I guess, category is something that's become my addiction, which is the Australian TV show Neighbours. Is it like a soap? It's a soap, isn't it? Is it? Anyway, it's this show that's been on for like 30 years, I think. Who knows? I watched it as a kid, like legit, probably like 12-13 years ago. And then I discovered that that time period, they've uploaded those episodes onto YouTube. It is Australian only, unfortunately. I'm not sure where you can watch it if you don't live in Australia. There are things called VPNs, but I didn't tell you that. But I reckon I watched around 2006 to maybe 2009, and 2007 and 2008 are on YouTube for free. All the episodes, there is hundreds of them. Like, I'm still on the 2007 playlist. It's got like 300 episodes in just that playlist. They're 20 minutes long, so many storylines. It's all I've been watching, legit. That and a YouTuber actually, which I'll mention in a sec. It's really good. It's really enjoyable. It's definitely very Australian. Funny, lighthearted moments and a lot of drama and stuff. Everything's very dramatic, and people have kids show up they didn't know about, and people have stalkers and like plans to ruin someone's life, but it's all fun, so I've been addicted. The other thing I've been watching, literally just Neighbours and this YouTuber, which is Keaton Milburn. I've never heard her say her last name. Keaton. I love Keaton. Okay, let's hope she never sees this video. She's like around my age. She's on her last semester of college in Arizona, and she does like college stuff, like fashion, beauty kind of stuff. Not like beauty guru like Desi Perkins, Nikki Tutorial stuff, like more relatable everyday girl. And she does vlogs, and I am obsessed with her vlogs. She does days in my life, weekend in my life, weeks in my life, and they're all like 30 minutes to an hour long, and I love them. Sometimes I'll sit down and actively watch, sometimes I'll have them on as I'm doing other stuff, but I'm just obsessed. She's just like so down to earth, and she shows herself doing regular stuff like sitting at home watching TV. She's also hella productive though. Kind of motivating. I'm still lazy, but you know, I really enjoy it. It makes me want to vlog, but she actually leaves the house and I don't at all, so I don't know what I would vlog about. But anywho, I just love her vlogs. If you're into long vlogs that aren't like crazy, because a lot of YouTubers I feel like now, a lot of the big ones are quite unrelatable, she's a really good one, and she keeps it engaging and entertaining and stuff, so highly recommend her videos if you're into that sort of thing. I will of course link her channel down below. And now let's just talk about music, which is the last thing. I have been obsessed with Doja Cat's album, which is Hot Pink. I love it so much. It's all I've been listening to. Literally, I'll get in the car and instead of putting a playlist on, I just put that album on shuffle. All bangers. Oh, well, like Streets, maybe not a banger, but still a really good song. My only complaint is that the version of Juicy is the one with Tyga, and her own version of Juicy on its own, it's still on iTunes and stuff. iTunes, everyone uses Spotify. I'm an Apple Music girl, but you can still get the version without Tyga, which I think is much better. But like, I absolutely love it. It's just full of bops. I love Say So, Addiction, Better Than Me, Cyber Sex, Rules. Oh, that's like half the album. I love the whole album, to be honest. They're like some favorites. Juicy, of course, without Tyga, he's trash. I mean, okay, it's not the worst, but when you hear the version without, it's just clearly superior. So Bottom Bitch, oh, the whole album, top notch. Won't Bite is also really good. Just have a listen. I think she uploaded the whole thing to YouTube, or like, it's available on all the streaming services, but you know, it is very good. Full of bop. I started to play it a little bit in the background there, just a little bit, very quietly, because I'm scared of copyright. Because here's another thing that happened in November, besides an overseas holiday, Spilt Milk being my first music festival, I got my first YouTube paycheck. I'll just tell you, I don't know if you're allowed to say how much you make. I literally went over the threshold because you have to reach a certain amount before they pay you. I went over it by $3. So is that basically telling you without telling you? I don't have a problem like talking about it, but some people say it's not allowed, so I need to look into it. Or was I even talking about how I got to that? How did I go from Doja Cat to I got paid by YouTube? I don't know, but I did. So there's a fun fact for you. So that was another November favorite, which also thank you guys so much, because that is all from you guys watching my videos. I finally got my first little YouTube pay. I'm very excited. And like, I really appreciate it. But yeah, and then obviously Japan was a massive favorite. It is a beautiful country. Like legit, while Ryan and I were still in Japan, we were messaging our friends like, hey, can we come back next year, because we loved it that much. If you ever get the chance to go, seriously go. It is such a gorgeous country. So many like beautiful areas of nature. That's a weird way of saying it, but you get what I mean. Gorgeous temples, so much history, and there's so much shopping and excitement, and like modern areas and tech and Pokemon centers and stuff. It's just crazy. Definitely go on my Insta and check out the highlight if you're interested in that. As I said at the start of the video, I will definitely be doing a haul, so I want to try see if I can give you as much info as I can when it comes to the haul. So have a little bit of patience with me with that one, please, but it will happen. But yeah, that was my November. But like, what a month. Literally overseas holiday, and the very last day I have my first music festival. So November been pretty good. I've just rambled so much, so I'm gonna go. I also need to leave really soon, and I haven't packed anything for this weekend. Anyway, definitely make sure you subscribe down below and hit the notification bell so you see my Japan haul when I upload it, and any other videos. If you have any requests, please let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to know what you guys want to see, and you can also give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and let me know how your November was. I would love to hear about it in the comments. And like I mentioned a few times in this video, you can check out my Instagram at booitscaitlin. My Twitter is also the same handle. So I'm gonna sign off now. I hope you all have a great day or night, or whatever it is for you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.